Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all. Dressed like $1,000,000, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. You gotta turn it on, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, if y'all only knew. I think I'll tell it to you. This morning, man, started off real crazy. But it's just those little mishaps where we as people who are striving to be successful, that makes all the difference in the world. When you have those little minor things that come up, you can't let the minor things stop you. You've got to keep pressing forward. Now, could I have played the role of where is my car? Where is my car? Oh, where is my car? Instead of hustling and grab a cab. So what am I? Am I above a cab ride now? Or do I have to look at the bigger picture and say, okay, I could act like a little spoiled brat, some type of star, and go, I don't ride in cabs, or where's my car, and then go to blaming people for not having a car? Or do I make the adjustments? Cause ain't like I ain't been in a cab before now. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been in a beat up car before. Slow down. Ain't ever like I ain't never had a car and rode a bus before. Slow down. Ain't like I ain't never been homeless before and ain't have nowhere to go. Slow down. So in those moments right there, always remember where you come from. But even more importantly, always remember where you're trying to go. Because it's important for me that I get here as many mornings as I possibly can. It's important because that's the goal. And so many people allow minor things to stop them on their road to success. And I'm giving you this example today, not to say, hey, look at me, but to say to you, hey, listen to me. There are going to be a lot of things that's going to happen along your way to being successful. And if you allow the small things to stop you, there's no way you'll make it. You've got to always press forward and stop looking at the situation for what it is. And look, sometimes you have to take your eye off of right now and put your eye on the future. You know, God has blessed me in so many ways. I mean, what can I say? You know, I asked God for this syndicated show. He gives me a syndicated show. Now I act like I don't want to come to it. Hold on, man. Slow down. Did not you ask for this? Do I not realize that there are certain people, man, who look forward to this message in the morning? I've heard it from people. So from the hundreds that I've heard it for, that could represent thousands for all I know. So if I think somebody's counting on me, I got to try to get there and give something. So today I didn't have any time at all to think about what I might say. I just walked right in and the jingle was playing. And so I decided to just tell you about my day, and maybe you can relate it to something you're going through along the way, because no matter who you are, you're going to have some moments, man, where things are going to happen. And like I always tell my kids, and I just had this conversation with my little girl, it ain't that things ain't going to happen. It's how you handle what happens that matters. But it don't matter. It's how you handle what happens that's the determining factor on where you get in life and how soon you get there and how long you stay there. There will always be a mishap, something that's going to throw you off. There will always be something, man, that could deter you. There will be something somewhere, man, that will make you doubt it. Now that you know that's going to happen, then let's talk about how you handle what happens, because it's going to happen. So now what do you do as a person when these moments come about in your life? How do you handle them? Oh, woe is me. Oh, I guess it wasn't meant to be. Well, if the Lord wanted me to have this, I'd have that. You know how many times you hear people say that? You know, man, it really irks me, man. Stop using God as your excuse. God ain't no excuse. God is a reason. He's a reason why the good happens. He's a reason. He's not an excuse. God don't have no excuses in none of his scriptures or writings. Not that I've read. He just don't make excuses. I would have done this, but, you know, there's a scripture that says the poor shall always be amongst us. Why, that's got to be you. Yeah, he said the poor will always be amongst us because he know everybody ain't going to follow the principles of success. But he also said he came to give you life and give it to you more abundantly. He said that too. But, oh, no, you don't want to hear that because your life kind of tripping out a little bit. So now what you do with it? Now you twist it and you go to that one little scripture that say, well, the poor shall always be amongst us. Well, that's put in there because that's a just in case. See, that's a just in case y'all don't want to follow the scriptures. That's just in case you don't understand that faith without works is dead. That's just in case you have not because you ask not. It's just in case you don't believe and shall not doubt. He got all that in there. But in case you don't want to do that, there is a scripture that tells you what'll happen if you don't do it. And here it is. The poor shall always be amongst us. But then you get that when they say, well, I guess that's the Lord's will. Lord's will. Really? Really? Really, really. That's amazing. I just don't believe that about him. I don't believe that God created your life to be a life of misery. I think that we make decisions along the way that cause us to have lives of misery. But I really, really just don't believe that God created you for that. I've heard Nelson Mandela speak. And, you know, you gotta go, wow, all those years in prison, man. What was it about? When you hear him speak, you understand what it was about. He said he always knew he would be free one day. Now, what he said he never knew was, he said he never knew that he would be the president of that country. Oh, my goodness. What a long way around. But he could have sat there and got involved in prison activities that wasn't up to par and things like that. And they said whenever young inmates used to come in, he was telling a story one time of how young inmates used to come into the prison. They all sit around and talk to him about what they were doing and how many kids they had in their lives. And it helped them keep track of their outside a little bit. And it kept a sense of time for them. And it reminded them to talk about what they left behind. And it kept them going because something was greater on the other side. Had he allowed that to stop him, had he allowed the imprisonment, which is a pretty major deal, oh, by the way, then guess what? He would have never been the Nelson Mandela that we know today, a martyr, a leader, a great force. People want to go around him. Even people that imprisoned him could not understand his staunch strength, his faith, his unwavering commitment. They couldn't understand it. So things are going to happen in your life, but it's how you handle what happens that matter. So keep pushing, y'all. Don't let the little things get in the way, okay? And if sometimes you just don't know. I got in the cab thinking I wasn't going to make it, but at least let's go see. Let's try. I made it. Now, guess what? That gives me another piece of information that I have. And I had to see it again today. Guess what? I said today, man, sometimes when it look like you ain't gonna make it, just go head on anywhere. Now I could still be back there at the hotel talking about where my car. But I got up in here, I made it. So now, what y'all gonna do with it? Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to realize that he has done it again. Another great day has been presented to us. That's why they call it the present, because it is a gift from God. It's a present. Yeah, man, it's yours. Enjoy it today. Take advantage of it. Realize that it didn't have to be. Man, today is a good day. I don't care how you woke up this morning. If you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, stop saying that. Stop saying, ain't no wrong side of the bed. As long as you can wake up, whatever side you get up on, that's good enough for me. The wrong side of the bed is when you don't wake up. You're still laying there. Hello. I like waking up. Either side will do me fine. Praise God. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica Jr., and the legend that is Nephew Tommy. Junior, what's on your mind, man?
You know what, Discovery is
a little more enthusiasm.
No, I'm just saying, Discovery is a beautiful
I want you to match my energy, though. I had a lot of energy coming in.
Yeah, I got but I need to ask you something.
Yeah, I got it then.
Okay, go ahead.
I gotta ask you
There
something.
it is. Uh-huh.
Who was the person that said, I just want to know if you know who he is, but whoever said, I'm going to put my foot down, had to be Footless.
What?
When you say, hey, man, tell your wife I'm going to put my foot down, I put my foot down so many times. I ain't won yet. Who is the person who said this?
I'm going to put my foot in it.
Well, see, Junior, you're going to have to stop taking these sayings back to your house.
I said
That's
it, though.
for starters. Stop taking these sayings back to your house. All sayings are, Junior, is sayings. They don't really apply, in real life sometimes, especially when it comes to marriage.
Yes.
The only thing I know that applies to marriage is happy wife, happy life. That's the only one I know that really applies.
Drop the mic. Yes.
Now, you can break that rule if you want to.
Drop the mic.
And I can tell you right now, here come hell to pay. But that's the only rule I know that really applies. All the rest of them has variables too.
Okay,
you know what I'm
do
saying?
you know who said it? Because they clearly didn't have a foot. I said, I'm going to put my foot down. I said something. I put my foot down. Do you know she walked over the foot and did it anyway?
Well, Junior, what size you wear?
10.
See, you don't really look like a 10 to me, Junior. I know you want to say that on the radio.
No, I ain't saying on radio.
You look like a strong
That's
8.5, maybe 9.
It's just the foot, huh?
It's the voice and the foot.
Tommy, nobody ask you nothing.
This is why
Well,
I
Junior,
interrupt your ass. This is why I interrupt your ass half the time. Just right here.
Junior, what we're going to do is don't take no more sayings to the house. Don't worry about going in there putting your foot. What? Let me ask you a real quick question. What's the last thing you put your foot down on and it didn't work?
The
The
fence.
dog. The dog.
The dog. Oh, you thought you was gonna win a dog fight?
I thought it was.
Stop, boy. Look. Hey, does she want a fence or not?
See.
Does she want a fence or not?
I thought
Obviously not, because you ain't got no fence. Once again, stop taking these sayings to your house. Go ahead, Shirley.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back with the nephew. What you got for us, Neff?
Y'all stopping by the stupid department. That's where we at. We in the stupid department.
Yes.
Man,
Every
come
day.
on over here.
Every
Come
time
on.
they
What y'all?
say your name.
Yeah. Y'all, when we show y'all around, what y'all want to look at? Y'all want to see some things? What y'all want over here in the stupid department? Okay. Let's see. Pump your brakes.
I don't know
Pump
what's taking
your
you so
brake.
long. Just say anything.
It don't matter what it is? Okay.
No,
Pump your brakes.
Anything.
You're going to make me put my foot down now. Pump your brakes. Let's go, cat dog.
That don't work. That don't work.
Pump your brakes, cat dog, if you would.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Natalie, please.
Yes, this is Natalie.
Natalie, how you doing? My name is Darren. I'm with the Homeowners Association.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dan.
How you doing? Listen, we got a bit of a problem. If you don't mind me asking, who actually brings your kids home from school each day?
Oh, my mom gets my kids for me, and she drops them off.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Well, we have a bit of a problem. The kids are fine. There's no issue with the kids at all. But we've had a meeting here at the HOA. We've been getting some complaints. It seems like your mother is really speeding down the street real fast, and everyone's complaining about it, that, it's a lot of kids walking home from school, and it seems like your mom is driving real fast when she's coming down the street to drop your kids off. Did you know anything about this?
No, not at all. That doesn't even sound like her.
Okay. What type of car does she...
My mother?
Let me ask you this, Natalie. We, from what I understand, it is a... What kind of car does your mom have? Is it a Ford Escape or something like that? A little SUV? Is that what your mom has?
Yeah, she has a little red SUV.
Okay. All right. So the problem is that's the same car. That's the one we're talking about. And it seems like, your mother is flying down the street, and she drops the kids off, and when she leaves, she's flying back out of the neighborhood. And a couple of times, some of the neighbors have told her to slow down, and, I don't know if she's flicked them off or said something out the window, but, this is stuff that we just cannot tolerate.
Huh. Well, it really doesn't sound like my mom, but, I will...
Okay, well, listen, you know what, Natalie? What we're not going to do is, what you're not going to do is act like it's not your mama. It's your mother that's doing this. So what we need you to do is tell your mama to slow her down so we don't have this problem, all right? Because I tried to be nice with you at first, but if you're going to be in denial, thinking it's not your mama, then we got an issue.
First of all, Darren from HOA, I need you to watch your tone and who the you're talking to, all right? I need you to calm that all the way down,
okay,
all right? I said that I would talk to her.
You need to slow your damn mama down. That's what you need to do. Slow your mama down the way she drives
No,
through these
what
damn
you
streets.
need to do is stand in the middle of the street if she's flying down it, so hopefully she can knock you out the way, okay? Don't talk to me like that. You're being rude and disrespectful. I'm going to ask her if it's her because I don't think it's her, but you're not going to talk to me like that.
Okay, so your mama can just drive down the street and act a damn
My
fool.
mama can do whatever she want to do. My mama can do whatever she want to do. She a grown-ass woman.
She can't do it in the neighborhood that I'm a member of the HOA at. She can't do it there, okay? Now, I don't mind having your mama arrested with your kids in the car if I got to.
I wish you would. I wish you would have my mama arrested with my kids in the car. You're going to have more problems than you ever had, okay? You better not have my mama arrested. You're going to get arrested, and you're going to be sent to the hospital. How about that?
Okay, let me tell you something. Tell your mama to slow her down in these streets. This is the last warning I'm giving y'all. This is the last one.
Well, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to give no warnings, okay? We can have a real conversation about it. We can meet and talk about it. Because you ain't going to talk to me like that, and you ain't telling my mama nothing. I ain't telling her to slow down for nothing. What you going to do? What you going to do, Derek? Matter of fact, let's meet about it. I'll bring my husband, too, since you got so much to say. You know what I'm saying? I want you to keep that same energy, okay, with my husband. I want you to talk to him like you talking to me.
Hey, let me tell you something. I ain't worried about your husband or none of that, all right? I'm gonna say this right here. Tommy is the one that told us that your mama was speeding down the street. Tommy the one said it.
Tommy? Who the hell is Tommy?
Tommy said your mama was the one running up and down the street fast, going 40, 50 miles an hour. Tommy the one said that.
I don't know who Tommy is, but Tommy can kiss my you can kiss my and any other neighbors who got something to say about my mama can kiss my How about that?
But let me ask you this. Do you know nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show? Do you know him?
Son of a You got me. God damn it, you got me. Oh, you got me.
Natalie, your sister.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. crazy to me. I was about to get you lit up, brother. Lit up, nephew Tommy.
Your sister Darius got me to prank phone call you, baby. Your sister.
Oh, it's going down. It is going down. Oh, payback is a real mother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting back. Oh, man, I knew that wasn't my mama. And I know you ain't never talk to me like that either. You got me.
Hey, baby, tell me this. One more thing before you go. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
You know it's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And tell Steve I said, hey, Miss Harvey looking good.
Be back in another hour. We'll do some more stupid stuff for you, but I'm here for that. You understand?
We know.
All right, but I ain't that stupid because guess what? I'm going to Texas and I'm voting on Friday. I ain't too stupid now. Don't get it twisted.
All right, thank you. Coming up next, Ask the CLO.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news and trending news, the Central Park Five are suing former President Donald Trump. Former NFL Steelers Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell will endorse Trump. LL Cool J has a message for Lil Wayne regarding the Super Bowl's halftime show. You heard it. And Carla has some music news for us. She'll tell us about the class of 24 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey. This one is from Thad in Leesburg. Thad says, my wife was coughing and hacking up mucus one night, so I sprayed Lysol everywhere and went to sleep on the couch. My wife said I hurt her feelings because I wasn't there for her. I was right in the den on the couch. How did that upset her? How did this upset her?
Well, she wasn't feeling well, dog. Your fix was, let me spray Lysol and leave you in here by yourself. You see what I'm saying, bro? That was your fix. Now, bro, that had no consideration written on it anywhere.
No empathy. No.
So, bro, why she mad? The fix should have been, hey, do you need some cough syrup? Can I go get you a prescription? Can I make you some soup? Hey, I'll be right over here if you need anything. You got to show some concern. That's the number one rule I've learned about marriage. Show concern. I don't give a damn what the topic is. You must show concern. Your ass coughed on mucus. You sprayed the whole room with Lysol and went in there and got on the couch. Bro.
So what's the problem?
Wrong for that. He's wrong for
Yeah.
Steve, how does the spray can go? How does it go? You do that well.
You always want to hear some sounds.
I love it.
You always want to hear some sounds.
I love it.
That's
Very
the whole
good.
can, Steve.
That's what he did. All right, thank you for that, Steve. Moving on to Steph and Cheyenne. Steph writes, I'm 52 and single. I had a blind date with a guy that dated my sister. Both of us were shocked. He said he'd like to see where things go, but I feel like I should talk to my sister first. She's been married 15 years. Do you think she even cares?
You better go talk to your sister. That's for damn sure.
That's respect. Respect.
Because you show up at the house with him and you ain't said nothing to her, you going to be the reason they broke up 15 years ago.
Oh, wow. Little sis or big sis.
All right. Moving on to Josiah in Philly. Josiah writes, my girlfriend gave me an implied nude painting of herself, and she said it's for my bedroom. My daughter is 7, and she's at that inquisitive age. Do I explain the artwork to my child, or do I hurt my girl's feelings and tell her I can't put it on my wall?
Put your naked ass on the wall. What is wrong with you?
Damn.
Well, to put it up or not to put it up?
And it's a picture of her,
Yeah.
the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So now you're going to put a naked picture of a woman that comes over to the house on your wall, and your 7-year-old going to notice the same woman.
Right.
And it ain't they mama.
That's a lot, dog. That's a lot.
So what should he tell her? He can't put it up there, or thank you, but no?
Yeah, I will put it up there when we move in together.
I like that answer. You're right.
But can we at least say, send us the picture so we can at least see it?
No, we cannot.
We can't see it. So we'll know what they're working with. I mean,
what they're what?
What they're working with. At least let us see what the 7-year-old can and can't see.
Stop whistling.
There he goes with Andy Griffith.
You're actually pretty good at this.
Man, that was my song, man. Yeah. That was my jam.
All right, last one, Steve. Last one. This is from Dakota in Fort Lauderdale. Dakota says, I have a 9-year-old son, and my family started joking about him looking like my ex-boyfriend. My husband doesn't like the jokes, but I can't control my family. He is definitely my husband's son, so why is my husband bothered by the jokes?
Why is your husband bothered by the jokes?
Right.
What's wrong with your ignorant ass family? You think that's funny to this man?
At all, it's not.
You sure look like your ex-boyfriend.
What?
And you saying that in front of the husband. I'll tell you right now, I was a husband, I go through your family. I check everybody, one at a time. And it's funny to them because they think it bothers him.
Yeah.
And it does bother him. And you need to check your family. You need to go, hey, you're not finna do this to my husband.
Right.
You're going to respect him. But I'm gonna have you, but you're going to respect me because these jokes ain't going to keep playing. I ain't going to be sitting over here. I'm going to pull your little uncle to the side with his little old, frail, drunk ass. Hey, man. One more time, I'm going to snatch your ass
Everybody has
up.
one. Every
Okay,
family
I'm going to
has
snatch your ass up. Keep on talking. I'm going to snatch your ass up. And your little brother that everybody ain't real sure about, hey, man, one more time, okay? I'm going to snatch your little punk ass up, too, okay? All right? Just one at a time.
Just start doing them. Just dunking
Hey,
on them.
Aunt Harriet.
On
Harriet.
I'd had enough of
She
your
gonna
fat
get it
ass,
too?
okay?
Aunt Harry gonna get
I'd
it
had
too?
enough of your fat ass, too. Okay, one more time.
No man wants to hear that, though. No man.
No.
Wow, Steve.
Now, I ease on around the room. I'm going to check everybody. You ain't going to keep doing me, though. Hey, Elliot, let me holler at you, dog.
Elliot.
I'm going to slap the taste out your ass one more time.
What about the cousin?
Pook, let me talk to you.
Why your voice sound like this?
Because I'm in their ear. I got to talk something to them. Let me holler at you. Hey, you got one more time about my son, okay?
Yeah.
Now look, not just cause Romy ain't your real daddy. That don't
Who
apply.
ain't his daddy?
Romy ain't your real daddy. That don't apply to everybody, okay? All right, watch your mouth, Pook.
But even his girlfriend got in it, Steve.
That's
Romy,
it. So that's how I handle it. Just ease on around the room. Hey, Miss Margaret.
Miss
Yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah, her mama. Yeah, I'll get her mama too. Miss Margaret. One more damn time, okay? All
I
right.
think that'll shut him up. I think it will.
Lean in her ear, dog. Don't make me pull your wig off.
Yeah. One more time, Tommy.
All right.
One more time, Tommy.
Thank you, CeeLo.
Miss Margaret, don't make me pull your wig off.
Thank you, CeeLo. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, the 5 men who make up the Central Park Five and now call themselves the Exonerated Five have filed a defamation lawsuit against Donald Trump over his remarks during the presidential debate last month. According to NBC News, during the debate, Trump said, quote, they said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, At the time of the trials, each person had pleaded not guilty and the victim of the attack survived. The lawsuit states the plaintiffs never pled guilty to any crime and were subsequently cleared of all wrongdoing. They have suffered injuries as a result of defendant Trump's false and defamatory statements. Wow. So now they're suing him because of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Now they're suing him.
Yes.
Long overdue.
This guy does not need to be president.
No, thank you.
I don't. You know what?
Thank you.
I don't even know how this is
part.
close.
Yeah.
They say it is really close. I don't even know how it's close. But this dude, man, is so non-presidential. Y'all, this country, man, has really slid off the Richter scale. When I tell you, man, this country is hypocritical at its highest level, I don't. This don't make no sense, man.
True.
Yeah. In other news, moving on, speaking of Trump, former Pittsburgh Steelers football players Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell endorsed Donald Trump at a rally in this past weekend in Pennsylvania. Can you imagine that? Antonio Brown and am I saying his name right? Le'Veon Brown?
Le'Veon Bell. Two
Le'Veon
former football players. Two has-beens.
Yeah.
Didn't Antonio Brown quit in the middle of a game?
And got naked in the end zone.
Yeah.
We're talking about people who make illogical decisions. Didn't Le'Veon Bell sit out a full season of football? Oh, and passed on $13 million.
Yeah. That guy.
Smoke weed.
Yes,
so he could get a bigger contract. Boy, in football, you don't recover from $13 million.
Yeah.
See, even if you get a new contract, what they not going to say is, yeah, you sat out last year's and that's a year wear and tear saved on your body. We're going to give you that 13 plus. He never got that money again. Never saw it again.
Ain't Antonio
Brown. Come on, man.
Yeah. He's done some rap. Yeah.
Who's listening to these two black dudes? That's what I
following him anywhere.
I mean,
how did it make news? Yeah.
All on stage at the rally, both of them. I said, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Do anybody buy an Antonio Brown album? Do we have anybody?
An album?
It's a no for me.
Do we have it? I don't have it. Do you have it, Tom? I don't have it.
I ain't forgot the disloyalty he had with
Tom Brady?
Not with Pittsburgh, with Tom Brady.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just
He played
shot
him
that
too.
friendship, man. Just played that dude, man.
And all those cases and sexual assault.
Didn't he fake the fact that he got traded? Didn't he fake the fact he got traded like he didn't know? Like we didn't know he knew? Didn't he do that too? It's same Antonio. Didn't he fake that? Oh my God, I've been traded. Oh my God, I didn't know. I just found out. Your agent told you, fool.
Well, we gonna listen to you, loser.
Wow.
When you walk off a football field in the middle of a game, take your jersey off.
Oh yeah.
Throw it to the fans. Like, yeah, look at me, look at me. How you can't? That's pretty much. You pulling the dirt in on your grave. You hammering your own coffin.
Yeah.
You stapling it from the inside. You just dumb, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do this here. Let everybody see me. I'm Antonio Brown. Yeah, boy. When he was walking off the field, I was sitting there going, "This is stupid."
we watched it happen in real time.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
I didn't care what the reason was for.
Right. It didn't.
That move right there, what you don't see in the NFL. Bye, career. So long. I'll see you, career. Nice having you.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right. In other entertainment news, LL Cool J recently talked about Lil Wayne's complaint of being snubbed about not performing at the 2025 Super Bowl in New Orleans. Despite the buzz around Kendrick Lamar getting the spot, LL said to Lil Wayne, don't sweat it. Lil Wayne is one of the most talented dudes on the planet, period. He's one of our great artists. He's an unbelievable writer. He'll have his day. Let Kendrick get that. Let's keep it moving. LL said, I never did get the Super Bowl. End quote.
Yeah.
But I got the Kennedy Center.
Come on, GOAT.
He got 15 albums.
That was a hint to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So next year.
Yeah.
But the snub, everybody can't get everything. It's no reason why Kendrick Lamar should not be at the Super Bowl.
Right. It's his time.
Biggest song of the year and all. There's no reason why he should not be there.
Yeah.
But then I can understand people saying there's no reason why Wayne should not be there. See, I got it.
Yeah. Maybe
I got it.
Include him.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a hip hop head at all. I really shouldn't even be weighing in here. Like how Luther wasn't at the Super Bowl is beyond me. That's why I'm still back at how Luther was never at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Going there since we going.
I'm troubled. You really, really want to know how Teddy Pendergrass wasn't there? How the hell Barry White wasn't? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's where my lane is.
All right, Steve, make it plain for the people. All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about Vice President Harris and former President Obama's campaign stops right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We got to say happy belated birthday to Vice President Kamala Harris. The Vice President celebrated her 60th birthday this past weekend in Atlanta while campaigning and energizing voters with Stevie Wonder and with Usher baby. Yes. Vice President urged church congregants to cast early ballots, like I did, and as part of her campaign, sold to the polls push to turn out black voters. Yesterday, the vice president was campaigning in the swing states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, alongside Republican Liz Cheney. While in Nevada over the weekend, former President Obama implored undecided and hesitant voters to place a figurative bet on Kamala Harris and get out and vote. Mr. Obama will be campaigning in Detroit, Michigan today. Yeah. She's got out the big guns. Everybody's coming
He out there trying it all, man, because they understand really what's at stake here. And I want my listeners to be aware of, don't worry about all these different little campaigns you see about black men voting for. That ain't the real case. I don't know any. And the ones that they keep showing you, where they come from, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown.
Boo.
And of course you got Tim Scott down there, but he's so hurt right now. He done everything to be accepted and he can't. And y'all just look, man, let's just do our thing. Let's just get to these polls and ignore all this rhetoric right here. We got to get to the polls.
Yes.
All these little pockets of blacks for Trumps, let's ignore them because that ain't the case. Quit looking at all these made up stories. If you know Steve Harvey, I'm on the radio 4 hours every day, 5 days a week. My viewpoint is crystal clear.
6 days a week, baby. Steve
6 days a week because sometimes Saturday. So my point is evidently clear. All them I remember man, miss me with all that. You don't even know what the deal was back then. I ain't never voted. The vote is for Kamala Harris. The vote has been for Joe Biden, and the vote has been for Barack Obama. Them been the votes.
Period.
Them been the votes.
Yes.
And this is gonna be the vote now. And we not playing no games, man. And we just real serious about it. So let's go get to the polls and let's make it work. We can do this. I want you all to think about this positively. We can actually do this.
You're right, Steve. If we vote, she can win. If we vote, she can win.
We are the determining factor. Everybody's after that black vote. They know how important it is. So stop letting those amongst us talk about our vote don't matter. If it didn't matter, why is everybody after it? Why Trump keep putting black people in his rallies right behind him?
At 34 minutes after, we're going to switch gears. Here's a question. Would you let someone bring their emotional support dog to your house for the holidays, for Thanksgiving? We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, here's a quick question from Jasmine on Facebook. She says, hey, Steve, I know you, Tommy, Carla, and now Junior are all dog owners. So let me ask you this. Are my parents wrong for not letting my cousin bring her emotional support dog to the house for Thanksgiving? The dog is a Pomeranian, and it's snappy. My mom says she doesn't care about the dog being an emotional support dog. It can't stay in her house. My pop says he's not getting in it. He just wants to eat some turkey and dressing, watch football, and not deal with no dog, especially an emotional one.
And if the dog is for her emotions, and then the dog, he's snappy too, what is we letting all these nutty ass people in this house for things?
They both emotional.
You got a dog for emotional support, but the dog, he's snappy. That's what's wrong with her now. You need another damn dog. You need a dog to go, hey, you're tripping. Calm down now.
But the daughter said she tried to correct.
See, but you got now the dog in there going, oh, we tripping? Oh, we got, now we all tripping? No. I'm not going to have a nutty ass person and a nutty ass dog sitting up in my house for the holidays.
You can't say that.
I just said it. She called and asked me.
She said she tried to correct her dad when he said that, but he said whatever. Whatever. So she's saying, what should she tell her cousin? Because she doesn't have any other plans for Thanksgiving. What should she tell her?
You can come, but the dog got to stay in the car.
But that's very emotional.
Car?
No. She needs him.
No, that ain't how it works. We ain't got no time for that.
But maybe you could give her some advice so the parents will be more open.
I'm not trying to help. I'm not trying to help lady with
the dog. Can't come to Thanksgiving at all.
I'm not trying to help lady with the dog.
No, it's not.
Because the dog is snappy.
And you all are all dog owners.
It don't matter.
Yeah. And I don't want nobody bringing their dog to my house. No.
What about if the dog stays in the carrier? You know, the dog carrier.
He's still in there snapping. We still hear him.
It's not
he's snapping at himself. He's not snapping.
Even the dog. It's the person that's not healthy enough to be at the function is my problem.
What?
Without the dog. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. See, you already emotional, and you need help.
But from a dog, though.
From a dog.
Yeah.
He's an emotional support dog.
What is wrong with you where this dog is required? Now, I understand. You need help reading these traffic lights. You need help crossing the street. I got them dogs, seeing eye dogs.
She's not blind.
Well, that's a dog I understand, but you got a dog in here for emotional support, but the dog's snappy. Now, both y'all tripping?
Okay. I think, well, Shirley, this Thanksgiving, come to my family house and help me push Aunt Merle up this driveway, okay? Because she in a wheelchair.
You have a new dog, Junior. What you gonna do? Y'all gotta travel with your dog. The dog is a part of the family.
I found out it costs $99 for the dog to fly. The dog don't need to go. That's what I think.
So what you gonna do with your dog?
Put him in the kennel.
It has to do.
Hotels, yeah. They got
You gonna leave him at the house?
Sure, I didn't want the dog here. First, I'm emotional. What y'all
left out.
I'm emotional.
We had them Weimaraners. We left them up at there for 2 months one time.
Oh my God!
Shut up, Steve.
Steve, you can't. Oh my God!
And she drinks his coffee.
They were sending notices to the house and everything. Hey, still got your dogs? Hey, they're here. Misty and Skylar, they're still here. Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed for you. I'm not even a dog owner.
I don't think she need to come to Thanksgiving, to be honest with you.
So she can't eat?
Clearly.
They need to drop her a plate off at the house. We don't even need her over there with all this emotion going on.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, you in here crying on the macaroni because your damn dog ain't here. We're not going to sit here and do
We're not doing this.
Coming up, the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is, be careful who you cheat with. Okay, we'll get into that and find out what that's all about.
Important.
Coming up in just
that is
a few.
Important.
A word to the wise. Be careful who you cheat with, okay? We'll get into it. Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
This right here, Shirley, is I want my money back. I want my money back. I think all of us have gone to church and got there to the church and got dressed and done all it take to get down there and get there on time. And then pastor ain't there. Now they got a guest pastor. And you already know, don't nobody like that. So I just don't want, when I put my money in my church, I put it in because I'm thinking pastor gonna be there. So I want my money back. Yeah. What? I want my money back. Pastor ain't here today. Y'all ain't gave no notice. Nah, I want my money back. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
I need to speak to Sister Felicia.
Okay, who is this?
This right here is Glenn, all right? This is Glenn.
Okay,
I need to talk, this is Brother Glenn. Can I speak to Sister Felicia? But I have some, please.
Okay, sir. How did you get my number?
I got your number from one of the deacons at the church.
Okay, what deacon was that?
I don't even know the deacon name. Listen, what I'm trying to ask you, can you reimburse me for some money that I put in church on Sunday?
Okay, well, can you just calm down just a little, please, sir?
Look, are you the financial person at the church?
Yes, I am. So what can I do for you?
I'm trying to get my money back that I put in church on Sunday. I put $100 in church on Sunday, and I'm trying to get my $100 back.
Okay, well, did you not give from your heart?
I gave from my heart what I thought was going to happen, but it didn't happen.
Okay, help me help you. What you mean what didn't happen? What didn't happen, sir?
Okay, Pastor wasn't there. Pastor was not there on Sunday, and y'all had this guest minister come in who I ain't like him at all, but the doggone the offering was before he even got up to preach. So I done already gave my offering, which was $100, and then I didn't even know Pastor wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So here I am giving $100. I'm thinking, I know I'm going to get the word when Pastor there. But y'all put this dude up. He coming from, don't nobody come from the book of Ruth no more. He was at Ruth, Leviticus. He was all over the place. I want to get my $100 back. I ain't giving to that.
Sir, do you not read the bulletin? I mean, how often do you even come to church?
I come to church often. I mean, what that's got to do with anything?
Well, if you would come a little often and read the bulletin, so you would have known that Pastor took a vacation.
He took a vacation, so everybody knew he wasn't gonna be there.
Yes, sir. The people that come regularly to church, they know that, sir.
Okay, well I ain't know that, so I need to get my money back.
Okay, what I need you to do though is calm down.
I'm calm. I'm just trying to say I want to get my $100. I'm not giving that sermon I got on Sunday. I'm not giving no $100 for that.
Well, sir, I cannot give you $100 back. Okay, we don't do no refund checks. I can't do that. Okay, I have to wait till Pastor get back in because two people have to sign the checks. I can't even do that for you, sir. Matter of fact, I'm not even at work right now.
Okay, so how am I going to get my $100 back?
Okay, sir, why don't you just call the church on tomorrow and then we can go from there, okay?
I'm not calling the church tomorrow. I tell you what, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come up there tomorrow, and you're going to give me my $100. Either it's in a check or it's in cash. But you, Sister Felicia Patterson, you're going to give me my damn money.
Hey, did you just cuss me?
Say what?
Sir, did you just cuss me?
I just told you that come tomorrow, I'm coming up there to get my damn $100. Whether it's in a check or whether it's in cash. I don't care what it's in.
Let me tell you something, sir. You ain't getting nothing from us. How dare you call here and cuss me, asking for some money back? You doesn't matter. You giving your money from your heart. It doesn't matter who up there preaching the word of God. You give because you love God. But have you ever thought to me like this? I'll strip you naked. You know what? You better be glad this ain't 20 years ago because I'd have cussed you from A to Z. But thank God that he saved me because, you know, I ain't going to cuss you. But I tell you what I will do, young man. Whenever I see you, what you say your name is again? What's your name is?
I'm Brother Glenn.
Brother Glenn, when I see you, I'm going to give you the rock for the fellowship. Do you hear me? Come on, say something. Because that's how you treat God's people. You have been talking to me ignorant since I picked up the phone. You ain't say, hi, ma'am. How you doing, ma'am? Can you help me, ma'am? No, you just start cussing and hollering at me. You don't talk to people like that. You don't even sound like a Christian. Christians don't do that. Do you hear me, boy? Now, you want something from people, you ask. That's what the word said. You have not because you ask not. You don't call here hollering at me. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Come call here cussing at me. Oh, Lord, help me.
Can I, Sister Felicia, can I say, I just want to say something else to you if you don't mind. Can I say something?
You can't say nothing to me. But you know what you need to do? Go get you some manners.
Yes, ma'am. But but there's one more thing I just wanted to say to you.
Ain't no one more thing. Ain't no one more thing.
Okay, but I just wanted to tell you this, Sister Felicia. I wanted to tell you.
I told you. You ain't got nothing to tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But I want to say this, though. This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend, Sister Doris, got me to prank phone call you. Sister Felicia.
Oh, my God. Woo. I am going to get Doris. Oh, yes, I am. Tommy,
hello?
Is Steve in here with you?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Steve is not in here with me.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to need to have a private moment with Sister Doris. Yeah, it's got to be private. Can't nobody hear what I got to share with her. Yeah, it's going to just be me, her, and the Lord.
Sister Felicia,
Ooh.
she told me, she said, my girlfriend is blessed, highly favored, saved. And she said, I want you to see if you can push her butt. Sister Felicia, you rolled it out. I'm going to tell you. But you, let me ask you something though. 20 years ago, it'd have been a little different.
Oh, 20 years ago, I'd have picked you up and dropped you back down, looked at you and walked over you after I got through cussing you out. But that was 20 years ago. Oh, thank the Lord for deliverance. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Lord, my legs still shaking. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord,
hey,
forgive me.
Let me ask you something, Sister Felicia. I got to ask you, what is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Oh, I must say the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, yeah, you got me. You got me. Oh, Lord, you got me.
Where is the bishop? Why is he not here? Why? I done put a couple $100 in the church. Bishop right here? Oh, no, you can't have my money like that. That ain't how this works.
Can't do that.
That ain't how this works. He ain't been. Y'all already know assistant pastor can't preach. Y'all know that. Y'all know they can't. And they can't wait to get up there. And then when they do preach, here they come with the same sermon they had last time they let them preach. Man, stop. Why?
Hey, man, you know what?
This is true.
You ever been like sitting in church and they passing the tray? Remember, I used to sit next to this man. He was a big shot. He had a Cadillac. So I always thought he was kind of something. And when the tray came around, I would be watching to see what he put in. He would put a 50 in and hold it up real high, drop it down in the plate, or either hand it to somebody. Hey, pass that 50 down to the end for me. Mm-hmm. Man, you know good and hell well the tray coming down here. And I said, man, he's showing off. Hey, put this 50, hand that 50 to the man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell him look down here at me. I said, man, this dude.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, man, so that's how you act when you give 50. Yeah, because I had a nickel. My mom never gave me a nickel to put in church. I had nickel. So that was strong for me. Too. Nickel, man.
That was exciting to put your money in there.
Yes, it was. Better put it in there.
No, it was more exciting to go across the street to the candy store and get 5 cents.
That's why I said you better put.
And then don't put nothing in the tray. Woo, that was pimp.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. The subject: be careful who you cheat with. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject: be careful who you cheat with. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was messing with my homegirl for years, and finally her husband caught us naked from the waist down in the coat closet. He came home early, and we got busted hiding in the closet. So here we are a year later, and her divorce is final, and my long-term girlfriend dumped me. My homegirl thinks that since I was messing with her while she was married, that it's fate and we are meant to be together. No, we're not, and I told her that, but she has trouble understanding me. We've been cool since high school, but it's never been more than sex. Back when I was married, I did not mess around with her. I honestly don't know why I went back to her. Since her divorce, she thinks we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's been saying we're soulmates. She calls and texts me to say she's thinking about me. She also expects me to keep her in the lifestyle that her husband gave her. He owns several stores. I work full time, but I'm barely making ends meet with my son being in college. Finally, I sat down and tried to reason with her, and she shocked me. She said she wants to move in with me because we are in this thing together and we've both been publicly disgraced together. Sidebar, I wasn't disgraced. She was. I was single. She was married. So I bluntly told her I don't want a relationship with her. She told me I need to be careful who I cheat with because she's not a hit it and quit it type of woman, and I owe her whatever she had before I ruined her marriage. How can she be serious? I would never make her my main girl. It was just sex, and she knew it. How do I peacefully end this fantasy she created in her head? Well, you had a lot to do with that, this fantasy she created. And you heard the song, And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going. Well, this applies to you. It's not going to be peaceful. You can forget that. She's gearing up for a fight to keep you. I know you saw the movie Fatal Attraction. I know you saw that. Your homegirl, as you call her, can't be dismissed so easily, and she definitely will not be ignored, okay? She says she's not a hit it and quit it type of woman. She's planning on you guys being together, moving in together. She's not hearing you at all when you say you don't want to be with her, and you said you bluntly told her that. She blames you for ruining her marriage, and she feels you owe her. The payoff for her is to be with you and to continue your relationship, which you don't want. You're going to have to disappear or something and stop talking to her. Ghosting her might finally give her the reality check she needs. It will show her that you are serious about moving on with no intention of being with her. You got to cut the ties. Steve?
Wow. This letter's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many fortunate people in this letter. This is crazy. It's just a lot of fortunate people in this letter. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was messing with my homegirl for years, and finally her husband caught us. Right there. Right there. How you still typing at this point, I don't know. But obviously you're out of the hospital and everything, and you're able to get this letter to us. Because this is how I know that you be from the hospital. Mm-hmm. Her husband caught us naked from the waist down in the coat closet.
Wow.
He came home early and we got busted hiding in the closet. Okay, so when he caught y'all in the closet, where that story at? Because you left, because I'm telling you there's more to this. When he found y'all in the closet, your next statement is, so here we are a year later. No, partner. There's some more to this story right here. It's got to be. You come home naked and find your wife in your house naked from the waist down with another man in a closet. Mm-hmm. It's so much missing out of this story, so let me fill it in for you.
Okay.
Because he didn't just let you put your clothes on and leave. Mm-hmm. So how was it riding home in your car naked? Because see, it's going to be some penalties from right here. And me personally, I'm going to bust you up pretty bad. Because you in my house. Now, the ultimate disrespect is the wife. But since you stupid enough to come into another man's house, in his house, and disrespect me, then I'm gonna touch you up for that right there. How I deal with her later, we'll get to divorce. But your ass though, for coming in my house, that's why he had to jump to a year later, and her divorce is final, and my longtime girlfriend dumped me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so your longtime girlfriend dumped you. My homegirl thinks that since I was messing with her while she was married, that it's fate and we are meant to be together. Next statement, no, we are not. And I told her that, but she has trouble understanding me. We've been cool since high school, but it's never been more than sex. Back when I was married, I didn't mess around with her. I honestly don't know why I went back to her. See, the problem with her is she doesn't understand. She is a side dish. Mm-hmm. She's at Popeye's chicken, but she's not the chicken. She the dirty rice, the biscuit, a jalapeno, French fries, coleslaw. See, that's all you get to be. You're not a main.
Hang on, Steve. We'll have part two of your response coming up at 23 minutes after. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, be careful who you cheat with. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is be careful who you cheat with.
Yeah, be careful who you cheat with, because when you're cheating, you have to remember who you are in the cheat. You got to remember that. And it's okay, but you got to accept that role and know what it is now. So you got caught with your longtime friend naked in a closet. Your husband came home early, opened the closet door, y'all in there naked from the waist down. Then the letter says, so here we are a year later, and her divorce is final. Dog, I already know you jumped for a year because it took you that long to get out the hospital.
To recover?
Because I'd have put something on you. Anyway, my longtime girlfriend dumped me. She got a divorce. And the girl he was messing with thinks that they should be soulmates and they're meant to be together. He said we're not. And I told her she has trouble understanding me. We've been cool since high school, but it's never been more than sex. Back when I was married, I didn't mess around with her. I honestly don't know why I went back to her. Since her divorce, she thinks we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and she's been saying we're soulmates. No, you're a side. She's a side. She's a side item. Like if she was at the Waffle House, she the hash browns. Now you can get them smothered, covered, chunk, dice, and lice, but you ain't the waffle. See, the waffle is the main thing at the Waffle House. Them hash browns is a side. Now they necessary now, but they a side. A lot of carbs. Okay. Then she calls and texts me and says she's thinking about me. She also expects me to keep her in the lifestyle that her husband gave her. He owns several stores. Well, she should have thought about that when she was messing around with your broke ass. See, now she expects you to keep her, and I ain't dogging you, bro. I'm just saying she expects you to keep her in the lifestyle that her husband, he owns several stores. You don't. She should have thought about that when she was dating you. Man, I don't see how you, see, a lot of y'all you got to find somebody that's got the same thing to lose as you. And that's hard to do. Because most people that's got a lot to lose ain't going to mess around with you. He owns several stores. I work full time, but I'm barely making ends meet with my son being in college. Finally, I sat down and tried to reason with her, and she shocked me. She said she wants to move in with me because we are in this thing together, and we've both been publicly disgraced together. That's her trying to save face, trying to get something out of a bad situation. Sidebar, I wasn't disgraced. She was. I was single. She was married. So I bluntly told her I don't want a relationship with her. She told me I need to be careful who I cheat with because she's not a hit and quit it type woman, and I owe her whatever she had before I ruined her marriage. No, she ruined her marriage by cheating on her husband who was taking really good care of her. She ruined the marriage. She steps outside the marriage with you. Your dumb ass was over this man's house, naked in a closet. Dog. And you old enough to know better because your son is in college. Now you ass naked with a boy in college over another man's house hiding in a closet. Dog, how you get yourself in that situation, man? Why you at this man's house? That's crazy to me, man. You at this man's house. That's unthinkable. Anyway, said that she owes you whatever she had before I ruined her marriage. How could she be serious? I could never make her my main girl. No, because she's been the side. It was just sex, and she knew it. How do I peacefully end this fantasy she created in her head? Well, let me explain something to you. Here's the problem that you have. She said you owe her whatever she had before because she's not a hit it and quit it type woman, and I owe her whatever she had. She finna ruin you, dog. She finna mess your life up. She finna make your life a living hell. Because people like that, man. People are like that. You know, you've heard the saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. When you scorn her, she gonna go out of her way to ruin your life because she already says you ruined hers. I was watching Bishop Bonner on Instagram the other day. Mm-hmm. He said, be careful when you around people who act like victims in a circumstance that they created.
Ooh, that's good.
Be careful to hang around people who are a victim of a circumstance that they created.
A whole word.
And man, that brother said that, and I went, Lord have mercy. How many people do I know like that? Well, this lady in this letter is just like that.
Yeah.
She's sitting up in here, cheated on her husband. Now you ruined her marriage. Now she the victim. Now you better be careful who you cheat with. So now she gonna pay you back because she the victim of her own doing. You decided to cheat on this good man.
Yeah.
Man, girl, bye.
Post your comments
dog,
on today.
Be careful who you cheat with.
Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and
Can't
Facebook.
help you on this one, cuz.
And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. You can download it today. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we got Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Week 7 NFL, Unc. Let's find out how you did, man. You had a good week, though. You had a good week.
Okay.
But let's start with this one, though. The Saints fell to the Broncos 33-10. You picked the Saints.
We know.
Who that?
All right, Unc, but you did pick this one, though. The Jaguars beat the Patriots 32-16.
Come through.
In London, huh?
In London. And then on top of that, you came right back. The Bills beat the Titans 34-10.
Yeah, everybody beating the Titans.
Now we let you down. The Texans fell to the Packers 24-22.
I don't want to hurt y'all with that pick.
Then you come right back though. The Eagles beat the Giants 28-3.
Yes.
They go another one, Unc. The Vikings are no longer undefeated because Detroit then showed up 31-9.
I told y'all, everybody have it, but y'all wouldn't listen to me. Told y'all. Detroit.
The Seahawks, man, beat the Falcons 34-14. You put it on the Falcons, but they came up short.
Yeah, I tried.
Here go another one, Unc. The Browns, man. I don't know what y'all gonna do down in Cleveland, but the Browns fell to the Bengals 21-14.
The Bengals?
Yeah. They like that.
Depression is real, dog. Depression is real.
Who's depressed? Who is
me?
depressed?
I'm thinking about that.
They booed your quarterback off.
They booed your quarterback, Unc.
And they booed Deshaun off the field. I hope it stay right there.
That's it. Stay right there.
Keep booing him. Just keep booing him.
The thing about fans, though, is what I always say. Roosevelt's speech. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust, blood, sweat, and tears, not to those cold and timid souls in the stands who know neither victory nor defeat.
That's
and I'm just going to
well said. When I'm in the arena, when I see him, I'm going to boo his ass.
I was getting ready to say.
Okay, well, let's talk about this, Unc. I know you hate to pick the Steelers, but you picked the Steelers to beat the Jets, and they did, 37-15.
Yeah.
I know that hurt you, too.
Yeah,
Russell had a good game.
He did. Russell Wilson started first game of the season. He had a good game. He really did.
All right.
You picked the Chiefs over the 49ers. They did 28.
Oh, that was a game right there.
That was a good game. But rematch the Super Bowl, you did that, Unc. So you had a really good week, Unc, man. You got 10 right. You picked 10.
They 6-0, man.
Okay.
Kansas City 6-0.
Yeah, good dog. You can't see football, but you keep picking them. How you doing that?
All right, Junior.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Thank you.
Pimps.
Coming up next.
Who better to pick than pimps?
Wow. Coming up at the top of the hour, a woman on social media needs some advice, Steve. She says, I like a guy, but I'm not attracted to him. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Paula on Facebook. She says, I've had 2 dates with this guy, and we get along great. He's funny, smart, and interesting, but I have like 0 attraction to him sexually. Should I share how I feel with him and try to be friends, or give it a little longer to see if anything changes?
Yeah, you need to give it longer. Don't hurt that man like that. Don't do that.
Am I stringing him along?
Don't do that.
If I keep dating him.
I'm just telling you, don't do that to the man.
Don't friend zone him.
You know, if you're not attracted to the man, then just quit dating him.
Okay.
But don't sit up here and go in there and tell him, let's just be friends. He don't want to be your damn friend.
Yeah, the friend zone. They don't.
And then you got to tell him, because I just don't find you attractive. Look at your teeth.
Uh-oh.
You going to have to tell him something. He going to ask you what it is.
PTSD for you.
You know, like, for Junior and Tommy on the date. Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Hell yeah, because I don't like your facial features. I still remember that bitch told me that.
Wow.
I still remember her.
That's what this all about.
I asked her why we can't go to the junior prom together, and she told me she didn't want to, and I just kept pressing her why. She said, I don't like your facial features. I said, well, I be damned.
But you're not in this, though.
But I am.
But
because
not.
I'm
It's
an
not
empath,
about
I
you.
can understand this man. I know this man. He probably a good ass dude. And now she's sitting up there looking at him because there's something wrong with him. So
She's not attracted to him. That's all.
it's something wrong with everybody. It's something wrong with her.
He likes her.
I ain't seen nobody perfect. Well,
Was there something wrong with the girl that told you that?
No, hell no. She was a 10.
She was perfect.
She was a 10.
Flawless boy to me. And that Bibbs was everything, man. I don't understand.
Oh, this was Annette Bibbs. Okay.
Yeah, that's her. She heard me.
I'm talking about, yeah, that's her.
Yeah, ninth grade. I remember her. Yeah.
So her question, Steve, was, am I stringing him along if I keep dating him, but I don't feel attracted to him?
Well, if you keep dating him, yes, you're stringing him along. You have to just say,
What?
I'm not interested, and just stop there. But you're going to miss out on a good thing because you say this is a really good guy.
He's funny, smart, interesting, but she's not attracted to him
She
sexually.
can't look at him, Steve. You got to understand this. She can't look at him.
His facial features.
She can't look at his facial features, man.
Tommy, what should he do then?
What should he do? I don't know what he should do. I've never been in that position.
Yeah.
I've never been in that position.
What? Boy?
No.
Boy, he ugly too, Tommy. Come on now.
But he don't know it. And see, that's the problem. And so somebody got
That's exactly why I came to you.
What?
Denial.
Exactly.
Denial.
He ugly and he don't know it. Come on, boy. Come through. Now we take. That's progress. That is progress on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. This boy, man, thank you. You know, God is faithful. You just have to wait on him.
Yes,
You got to stay there.
You just got to wait on him because one day he'll make somebody say it. You've been trying to get him to say it.
I'm not buying in on it. I'm not.
But can't you like someone and not be sexually attracted to them? I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't get it, guys.
She got to be able to look at him, Shirley.
She likes him as a friend.
That ain't what he want.
Well, okay, besides
but
Steve,
as a woman, though.
have you, Junior and Tommy, ever been told that?
I fought my way.
I ain't never been told nothing about my facial features, and I ain't never had nothing about my facial features.
Well, of course not. They ain't been able to look, but they told. Well, how many times you ain't been on a date because your ass was short though?
Well, they probably didn't. They probably didn't tell me that.
Look at how many times you ain't going on no date because you was short.
To be continued. This argument. We'll have
and that has a lot to do with your facial features because she can't see them because she's looking at the top of your head.
More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
He don't have no expression on his face. That's the top of his head, girl.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, guys, we're about 13 days away from Election Day. Early voting has started in Georgia, Texas, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut, South Carolina, Hawaii, Missouri, Utah, and Wisconsin. So please find your polling place and make your plan to vote early, okay? You should vote early. Baby. Yeah, vote early. I voted last Friday. Yes.
I'm voting this Friday.
You should vote early as a solution to combat voter suppression on Election Day. You don't want to be in those long lines or whatever it's going to be on Election Day. Vote early. Early voting also assures that your vote is counted without having to endure long lines or scheduling conflicts. Early voting helps accommodate your busy schedule. So, Steve Harvey Nation, let's go and let's vote early.
Let's get it, baby.
It's time.
Yeah.
We are here. We've been talking about this for how many months? Let's get it.
Yeah, and Steve, you got to admit, Vice President Harris has run a brilliant campaign in a short amount of time. Look at what she's accomplished. Yes, she has put the work in. She really, really has.
I think that's well said, Shirley. She's run a brilliant campaign with such a short amount of time.
Yeah, and she's done her part. We need to get in there and support her, and do our part now.
This is not a drill. This is it. Let's go.
She got Tommy's vote come Friday. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
She got
okay.
I was so proud to vote for her. I just really was. I was so proud. What a feeling that is. All right. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll switch gears and play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather, listen guys, would you rather go on a silent, no talking retreat for 1 week, or would you rather go on a week-long vacation with someone who never shuts up?
Hey.
Different answers.
Well, okay, let's go with you, Junior. What you said, what?
Because if they talking, I can talk too. I care what they saying. I'm gonna say something too.
So you said B?
So you said, he definitely said
me sitting there not saying that's not gonna happen.
Tommy?
I could do A. I don't really want nobody
silent retreat.
The whole time. Yeah. Now, can we do it though and still not say nothing? Is that
you can do that? You can do it and not say nothing?
All the time. What?
Really?
What?
Not saying anything?
Silence.
Not then.
Wow. Silence.
Yes. Wow. I know how to holler silently.
And she's not saying anything either. That could be a problem. All right.
Boring.
Yes.
Not saying nothing. I've been more faithful than anything.
Oh, no, I'm quiet. I'm going to enjoy that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think people understand the joy of being quiet. I'll be sitting for a week. Man, give me a fishing rod and I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Would you rather have eyes that can film everything or ears that can record everything?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
I keep filming some stuff. No, Lord. Where's we running this back at?
Yeah, I need to remember everything.
So you want eyes or ears, Steve?
I'm going with the ears.
Oh, I want ears.
Okay.
You
want to hear it?
I want to remember what God said. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't forget nothing I see. I got that.
All right. Would you rather have just one close friend or many not so close friends?
One.
One close friend.
One. That one for sure is always good.
One.
All right. Would you rather be single or married?
Shut up. Stop asking.
How you gonna ask us then?
Get the hell out this way.
What kind of question is that?
I am out. I'm done.
Well, what's your answer?
I don't have one. Y'all not gonna mess up my marriage. I just got it.
Oh, you all are protesting too much.
Get the answer. And what is it, Junior?
It's actually some days you
I
can
just
ask
got
that
my
question
marriage.
and
I'm
get
not
a
finna say this.
different
I'm not
answer.
doing that. Hell, Steve sitting here and Tommy sitting. I don't care. I'm not saying nothing. No.
You're getting smart about it now, I see. All right.
Small.
But you know now, it is some actual days where you can get different answers.
Well, what's the answer today?
Today.
Oh, I'm so happy. I can't believe it. This
Happy.
thing ever happened.
Happy.
Aw, that's so sweet, guys.
It really is overall. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's sweet. All right.
But I done looked out the window and went, okay now. Okay.
That's today's round of Would You Rather before you get yourself in trouble, sir.
Okay, all right. I've been in court before.
Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, our last break of the day, and we'll close up the
I know
show
how this go.
with the one and only Steve Harvey. Crazy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Last break of the day on this Tuesday. Steve, we just have a few more days left before
It's 13
November 5th.
days.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, listen, folks, it's go time. Simple as that. It's no more talking about we're indecisive. It's no more trying to figure out who the better candidate is. That's been decided a long time ago. The better candidate was obvious. It was a better candidate when Joe Biden was running. But now clearly there's a better candidate. She's even more capable to fulfill the duties and obligations. She has the energy, the wherewithal, the experience in politics. She's absolutely brilliant. And she doesn't come with all the baggage and scars and damage. You know, I was talking to somebody overseas the other day, and they said, what is it that you don't like about Donald Trump? And I said, well, if you have time, let me just start with this. I have watched throughout history, and I've learned through self-experience that in order to be a great leader, you must first be a great servant. If you look at all the great leaders in the world, they were great servants. Even Barack Obama, he did community work long before he got in the Senate, long before he got in the White House. If you look at Nelson Mandela, he was a servant of people before he became imprisoned and then president of the same nation that imprisoned him for 27 years or so. When you look at Martin Luther King, what made Martin Luther King great was he was a servant of the people and became one of our great leaders. If you look at all people who are great leaders, if you look at Gandhi was a servant. If you look at Mother Teresa, I don't know, you can go down the list anywhere you want. When you find a person that was a great leader, it's because they have been in the service part of life first. Because that gives you a heart for people. That gives you an idea of how to lead them. Donald Trump has been rich his entire life. He has never served anyone. And all you have to do is look at the campaign, and it just reeks of him not willing to serve anybody now. Everything he says out of his mouth is self-serving. It's nothing to do with you. What he does do with you is try to control you with fear. The Haitians is eating dogs in Ohio. What? Where did it come from? Everybody that comes across the border is rapists and murderers. That's not true. Everything is to control you with fear. Then the stupidest statement, one of them was, when you allow these illegal immigrants to come across the border, they're taking your black jobs. Oh, really? So now what you think they coming over to do is costing us employment. Remember when he went to Puerto Rico when they had that horrible hurricane, throwing paper towels? Uh-huh. Remember that? Mm-hmm. That's because he's never served before. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He thinks that I'm here The oh great Savior, I'm here. I'm tossing paper towels out to people. What? Man, these people's lives were devastated and turned upside down. You're tossing paper towels. He is so self-serving, man. So who is the better candidate? Kamala Harris. Now, to the Le'Veon Bells and the Antonio Browns who are standing there hugging on him, taking pictures. Bruhs, really? And then you made that ignorant comment, Trump or tramp. You know, man, when you do that in front of people about, and that's another thing. I want sisters to hold your head up because black men do feel great about you. We feel great about our mothers, about our women, about our babies' mamas, about our wives, about our girlfriends, about our fiancés, about our daughters, about our sisters. We do feel good about you, and we do support you, and we do want the best for you. Don't let these few little scallywag ass, pieback ass dudes that come along with their little punk ass impressions and make you think black men don't support black women, because we do. Because we do. And stop using all these examples of talking about when a celebrity get here, get a white woman, when a basketball player get here. You know how many basketball players got black wives? You know how many celebrities got black wives? Come on, man. The number's outstanding. The number is outstanding. So listen to me. We in good shape if we just get to the polls and vote. It's just that simple. She is a better candidate. She's just a better person. And I hate to tell y'all something, but the person and the candidate happen to be the same people. I don't know how y'all getting this confused, that you think that Donald Trump will make a better candidate when he's simply not a great person. I don't understand how you keep getting that confused. There's a lot of closet Republicans who are sick and tired of his rhetoric and are going to walk in there and they're going to pull that ballot for Kamala Harris. I think there's a lot of them that's going to stay home. But I think we've been rejuvenated. We've been, I can't think of the other word, but we about it. Energized. We've been energized by Kamala Harris, and we're going to show up at the polls. And it's go time. Let's stop this foolishness. Stop all these debates. Ignorant ass talking about I'm not voting for her. She ain't really black. Well, what is she then? But she ain't black. Okay, what is Trump though? I'm just not understanding. So let's go. Let's get to the polls. It's go time. We've got 13 days. Let's vote, everybody, please. All right, that's the deal. Those are my closing remarks. See you at the polls.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.